Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara Calderon, and this is the channel Rewriting the Reality, a channel created to debunk scientific theories. Subscribe now to be at the forefront of new discoveries. In today's episode number 158, called Mario Bunge's Nonsense, I am going to unmask an epistemologist who obviously doesn't know how we acquire our knowledge. Mario Bunge, 1919 to 2020, was a renowned Argentine philosopher, physicist, and epistemologist, who later became a Canadian citizen. He is celebrated for his significant contributions to scientific realism, the philosophy of science, and his staunch opposition to pseudoscience and postmodernism. Bunge's work spans various fields, including physics, logic, and ethics. My comment: it seems that he knew very little about these fields. He authored numerous influential books, such as Treatise on Basic Philosophy and Scientific Realism, selected essays of Mario Bunge. Throughout his life, he was dedicated to promoting science and rational thinking, making him a key figure in 20th and 21st century philosophy. Mario Bunge's theory of consciousness is deeply rooted in his materialist and scientific philosophy. He approached the mind-body problem from a psychobiological perspective, emphasizing that mental processes are brain processes. My comment: in a few episodes on my channel, I had proved that consciousness doesn't arise from mental processes. Here are some key points of his theory. Materialism. Bunge was a staunch materialist, arguing that everything, including consciousness, can be explained in terms of physical processes. My comment: he never proved it, and as today, the science has recognized that they don't know what consciousness is. He rejected dualism, which posits that mind and body are separate entities. He proposed that the mind is a complex system that emerges from the interactions of simpler neural systems. This aligns with his broader ontological view that the world is composed of systems within systems. Bunge believed that scientific methods are the best way to understand consciousness. My comment: this will be done when the science community understands what the perceptions mechanism is and how it works, which I explained in episodes 5 and 6 among others. He criticized approaches that rely on introspection or subjective experiences without empirical validation. He was critical of pseudoscientific approaches to consciousness, such as those found in some branches of psychology and alternative medicine. He advocated for rigorous scientific standards in the study of the mind. My comment: but he doesn't know what the mind is. Bunge's work provides a framework for understanding consciousness that is grounded in empirical science and rejects metaphysical explanations. His emphasis on materialism and systemism offers a comprehensive approach to studying the mind-body connection. Mario Bunge's theory of the mind is grounded in his materialist and systemist philosophy. Here are the key aspects of his view. Bunge believed that the mind is entirely a product of physical processes in the brain. My comment: he was so confused and believed that the consciousness arises from the same processes. According to Bunge, the mind is a complex system that emerges from the interactions of simpler neural systems. This perspective aligns with his broader ontological view that the world consists of systems within systems. My comment: because he didn't know what consciousness is and what the mind is, he was unable to understand who we are. Bunge's approach to the mind can be seen as a form of functionalism, or mental states are defined by their functional roles within the neural system, rather than by their material composition. He emphasized that the study of the mind should be grounded in empirical science. Bunge was critical of approaches that rely on introspection or subjective experiences without empirical validation. In summary, Bunge viewed the mind as a complex, emergent property of the brain's physical processes, best understood through scientific investigation. For Mario Bunge, the concepts of mind and consciousness are related but not identical. Here's a breakdown. Bunge viewed the mind as a complex system of neural processes. It encompasses all mental activities, including thoughts, emotions, perceptions, and memories. The mind, in his view, is an emergent property of the brain's physical processes. Consciousness, according to Bunge, is a subset of the mind. It refers specifically to the state of being aware of and able to think about one's own existence, thoughts, and surroundings. Consciousness is one of the many functions of the mind. My last comment, he was putting the carriage in front of the horses. Consciousness is everything, but it not a thing. That is why the science can't understand it yet. The mind is what I call the essence, and that most of you call the soul, the spirit, or the oversoul. In summary, according to Bunge, while the mind includes all mental processes, consciousness is specifically about awareness and self-reflection. Bunge's materialist and systemist approach sees both as products of the brain's physical and functional organization. Just to finish, I am going to say that this the problem of all the epistemologists, the difference between consciousness and being conscious. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and remember that you can buy my books in Amazon under my name Tomas Guevara Calderon.